People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You have to be able to build relationships.
Makes sense.
And more so, again, like a connection, like a common ground, even if it's to help them, right?
What's happening, people? Welcome back to JTNS Just Talk, nothing serious. Your boy Tone in the building, and
Henry Allen Harton.
the what?
The third. Don't forget the three.
Wait, y'all already know, man. Love that part, bro. What's happening, man?
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up?
We
What we got?
got some stuff today.
Yeah.
Today, man, we're gonna be talking about build a connection before you build the person.
All right, man. Let's get what do you mean by this?
So,
What's this?
all right, slight story time, right?
Okay.
Just in my career, I've noticed that that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And you have to be able to continue to build relationships.
Makes sense.
And more so, again, like a connection, like a common ground, a common thing before you start, even if it's to help them, right? Like, and I can I give you an example, right? Like, if I have this idea of that's gonna get you $1 million. Hey, I got $1 million idea for you. Right. If you don't know who I am, then it ain't gonna mean nothing to you, right?
Yeah, like don't care.
Yeah, and who are you? Like,
right.
What you trying to get from me? Like, and that's like that's the I guess the way that people take things when you are trying to build them up, without really having a lay foundation of connection.
That's true. I find that like some businesses even take that approach in marketing and promotion.
What you mean?
Like, hey, I can help you make $1 million. Like, who said I want $1 million? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real, because you do got to understand who you're talking to. Right. In order to build the person, you do have to understand what's important to them.
That's true. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of business, I'm always thinking about marketing and stuff. We come from that angle, like, yo, what I got is a great product. Okay, but I don't know you, and you don't know me. Like, you know what I mean? So, again, that's why we always talk about, having a target audience, because you have to know who you're talking to, what their pain points are, and what struggles they go through every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how they can potentially be better.
Yeah. And, so how do you build connection, right? Like, what does that look like? How do you, people buy from who they know, like, and trust, right? And you're selling them something, but you may not be selling them something they can necessarily physically purchase, but you're selling them the idea of something, or you're selling them, of what can get them to the next level. So, the first thing that you have to do in terms of building a connection is, again, you have to know who you're talking to.
That's true.
And, I highly recommend, these personality tests, right? You got there's so many different ones out there.
I was gonna ask if we can bring that on the show.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, for sure. We want to go deep into it right now because it's just talk, but just understand. Is this person have a dominant personality, right? Or are they more conscious or more strategic on how they do things?
Right.
Are they more of a team player and they're gonna go with the flow?
Right.
Or are they do they need to have they need to feel good about it. They need to be, outgoing, whatever it is. How you need to communicate that message to that person to make them either feel like it's their idea or make them feel like they're helping the team, whatever it is.
Right. How to win friends and influence people.
Go read that book. If you
link in the description.
Like one of the first books that I remember listening to on my entrepreneurship journey is How to Win. It changed my life.
Yeah.
Because it taught me. That book taught me that it's not about what I like. People are tuned in to their radio station.
Right.
Was it WIFM? All right. What's in it for me?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they want to know, and if you don't speak their language,
that's true.
You're done.
That's true, man. It's really important that we talk about the connection piece, because me personally, like, if you're trying to build me up, like, I got to know your motives first. Why are you trying to build me up? You trying to build me up to use me? and tear me down?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what are your motives? So that connection piece is very important. Are you building me up because you see something in me that I'm missing? You know? And how do you benefit from building me up? You know, are you building me up so that you can benefit, or are you building me up regardless of if you can benefit or not?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's important too. That's important too because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that take advantage of you know, people, and
Right.
You know, I'm grateful for the avenue that I'm in, and the avenues I want to pursue, like coaching and just, you know, even this podcast, right? Like you're not paying for this podcast, to view this podcast, so like, you know, I have no reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, so like, but even like, you know, in my career that I'm in currently, is just, you know, it's one of those things where I can't get to where I want to go if I don't help you to get where you want to go. That's
true.
And that's almost like network marketing, right? Like, that's why I love network marketing so much, because you had to help your people be successful. Right. Otherwise, it just don't work.
That's true. That's true. I always say, like, if you use work as a tool to build a person, then that person will become a better tool to do great work. You know what I mean? So like, even in network marketing, like, my intention and goal was to impart in people, you know, so that they can be the best version of themselves. Yeah, I will benefit, but ultimately whatever we're doing is the tool to help them become a better person, as well as me. You know, like, help me become a better person in relationships, business relationships. But my end goal is to make sure that regardless if we have this or not, you end up becoming a better person, because you don't know how that can affect you down the line in life too. You know? So like, yeah, man, building connections is cool. You got a lyric?
I got a lyric, man. I got a lyric. So this lyric comes from Nipsey Hussle. Okay. Nip. R.I.P. It says, we were charismatic on the corners like Tupac on stage. Right. And when you think about Pop, right, like, probably one of the most influential people definitely in rap, but probably in music history. Right. I mean, I don't know how long, maybe 4 or 5 years he was actually doing like dropping music or whatever. Right. A lot of it too. Yeah, a lot of it. And especially in that time, right? When it wasn't, you know, it's current, like, I mean, no, young boy dropped it. He dropped with like 10 projects last year, right? But you know, it's one of those things where, like, you have to understand that you have to use your charisma. You have to be a little charismatic, right? Whenever you're communicating with people, sure. Because if you're not, and if you're just going about it the way that you feel like you should talk about it, and you'll never be able to impact the people that you want to impact. Because again, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You gotta throw some sauce on it, man. Throw that sauce on it. You know what I mean? I want to talk about the scripture, man. You mind? Yeah, go ahead. Let's go. I actually wrote it in my journal, man, because it's just that important. Like, I gotta write it in my journal. Don't forget to get the focus journal, y'all. Focus journal. But it's my personal journal here. Journal here. And it's coming from, where is it? I always get like the Greek to make sure I'm not taking it out of context. Romans 15:1, it says, we then who are strong ought to bear with the scruple of the weak and not to please ourselves. Let each of us please his neighbor for his good, leading to edification. Edification means building up. So the scripture is pretty much saying, that was Romans 15:1 and 2. Verse 2 says, for his own good, you know. And my approach now is that I try to get myself and my motives out of the way, because it's still a process, you know. Like, if you're on a team, if you're in leadership, yeah, you want to get something done. You want to be the best. But sometimes I have to come to myself and say, okay, Tone, like, get yourself out of the way. Get your motives, your goals, and your ideas, and really tune into this person and see where they are and see where they're aspiring to be, and use your strengths to help them get there. And that's difficult too. Right, it is. Like, because you have the playbook. Right. You have the plan. You know, like, man, like, the information they'll give you can change your life. Right. Like, you can get to 6 figures and beyond, whatever. Right. If you follow this. Right. But You got to get yourself out of the way. I like that you said it. Sorry.
Yeah, you just got to navigate through yourself, because you got to navigate in this person's life. You got to get to their emotions, their doubts, their fears. But you got to get yourself out the way first, man. And that's doing the self-work, you know, that's the being more part.
So you can do more. All my doobies out there.
Doobies! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got, bro. Hey, we good?
We good.
Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, share this information. We got a podcast coming.
Yeah.
April 4th.
Official.
2023. It's coming for real.
3.
We got a date. So it's official. We also got a documentary coming out, 3/24/2023.
Be more to do more.
Documentary, man. Hey, it's going to be awesome. We want you guys to check out this content. You're going to get a lot out of it. You're going to get to know us better and where we came from and why we decided to do this. And yeah, man, just share this information. Get it out of here, man. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. All right, we good?
Good.
All right, peace.